Sharon found 22 coins, totaling $2.57 in her pocket. She has a prime number of each of the following types of coins: pennies, nickels, dimes, quarters, and half dollars, and no other coins. She has the same number of nickels and dimes. All right, so let's make a note of that. Nickels equals dimes. The number of quarters plus the number of half dollars. So quarters plus half dollars is the same as the number of dimes, which is also equal to the number of nickels. And the number of pennies plus the number of quarters is the same as the number of nickels or plus the number of dimes. But remember that nickels and dimes are equal. Okay. Now, Sharon has the largest type of one type of coin. Determine that number and the coin type. Now, let's not forget pennies plus nickels plus dimes plus quarters plus half dollars equals 22, because that's the number of coins she has to start with. All right. So now, what can we do to help simplify the situation? Well, we know that pennies plus quarters equals nickels plus dimes. So that means if we take out pennies and quarters, we get nickels plus dimes plus nickels plus dimes again plus h equals 22. So 2n plus 2d plus h equals 22. Now let's remember, nickels and dimes are equal, so I could say 4n plus h equals 22. Now we have to remember that these are prime numbers here. Now I don't know how much this is going to give us, but what if we try a different substitution? What if we try and substituting, whoops, change colors. What if we try and substitute this in to this equation? So we have pennies plus nickels plus dimes plus nickels again. That's going to equal 22. Now let's make this all the same. So we've got pennies plus 3 nickels equals 22. Now these both equations both equal 22. So 4 nickels plus a half dollar equals pennies plus 3 nickels. So here I can take away 3 nickels, so nickels plus a half dollar equals a penny. So what might I be able to do with this information? Well, the problem is there seems to be a lot of guessing and checking that goes on with this, but if you notice, the dimes and the nickels both equal quarters plus half dollars. Now these both have to be prime numbers. So the question is, what prime numbers can you get by adding together two other prime numbers? So let's remember 2, 3, 5, 7, nope, not 9. Got on a roll there. 11, 13. Now let's say that I can get 13 by adding in 2 and 11. Now if I had 130 dimes and 130 nickels, well that's $1.30 plus, well that wouldn't work because I'd have more than 22 coins. So that one doesn't work. I can't get 11 by adding two prime numbers together. But what about 7? If I had 7, then I would have, well, let's see. I'd have 7 dimes and 7 nickels. So that would leave me, that would be 14. And that would be, well, I'd have 8 coins left. So 7 dimes is 70 cents. 7 nickels is going to be half that, 0.35. And so that's $1.05. Now I have 8 coins left. Now I probably should use up some half dollars to get my way up to 257. So, but wait a minute. I've got some rules here, don't I? 4 times the nickels plus H equals 22. So 4 times 7 plus H equals 22. Well, that doesn't work. So I can't have that. So the only other possibility for dimes and nickels, it has to be 5. So the number of nickels has to be 5. So if I follow this rule down here, 4 times the number of nickels plus H equals 22. So I have 20 plus H equals 22. So the number of half dollars is 2. So down here now, nickels, which we said was 5, plus half dollars, which is 2, equals 7 pennies. So let's see what we've got. We've got pennies, which is 7. Nickels and dimes are 5. Half dollars are 2. So that leaves quarters. So let's see, 5 and 5 is 10. And this is 9, so we're at 19. So the number of quarters is 3. So the biggest group we have is pennies at 7. Now again, a lot of this is just sort of guessing and checking, combining different equations to make them work. So if you found a different approach, more power to you. There's definitely not one correct solution, but the answer is 7 pennies.